Hey everybody! I miss y'all so much. It's your girl Shay the B.A.E. I know y'all been wondering where I've been at. Guys, I'm an essential worker. I had to work. I gotta go to work, baby. So I've been missing the Shy, and I've been missing doing these videos. So I'm trying to catch up with you guys. I had to binge watch 3 of the Shy videos. So I'm not gonna make this video real long, but I'm just gonna hit on some topics that we watched tonight on Season 3, Episode 5. I'm going to hit on some topics and some characters like Ronnie. I'm just going to go straight into it. Ronnie has really, we've really been seeing Ronnie a lot in his lows, like in his lows. But in this season, we're seeing a new Ronnie. Ronnie done got saved. Ronnie done got baptized. And I know a lot of people be talking about Jesus. But baby, let me tell you something. Jesus look good on Ronnie now. Now I'm starting to see what Jada and what Tracy was seeing in Ronnie. Ronnie fine, honey. Ronnie put on that suit and cleaned up. They got him looking nice, honey. He done got baptized. Look like a lot of weight been lifted off his shoulder because he been holding that unforgiveness for killing Coogie so long. He been carrying that burden, but now he's trying to make it right because Ronnie, his biggest cheerleader is his grandmother. Like literally his whole world revolves around his grandmother. If something happened to Miss Ethel, Ronnie gonna drop again. But right now Ronnie has been trying to, build himself up. The only time Ronnie seems to thrive in his life is when he's very low. Like when he was in prison, he was doing good when he was in prison. He was living like he was living his best life, And then we found out that he done got homeless and he done got around them homeless people and he had like he in heaven. Ronnie is not a person who really can. Ronnie is not a person who really can function in regular society. He has to be in some kind of structure. Prison was a good space for him. The military was, he thrived in the military. He feels the acceptance of the homeless people and the environment. That's his schedule, going to pick up them cans, So, that's where he seems to thrive. But Ronnie is going to be a kid central. He's going to find Keisha. Like literally, I felt for him. I'm not gonna lie, I broke down and cried for Ronnie when Ronnie went down there to see Miss Ethel, because Miss Ethel is his big cheerleader, baby. And Miss Ethel, no matter what Ronnie did, Ronnie was, she was bragging about Ronnie buying her this wine. Oh, he got me this expensive wine. Girl, it look like it's made for rich people, and Ronnie drinking it at the same time while she bragging. Like Ronnie just, Miss Ethel, she don't care. She always bigged up her baby. That's her grandbaby, And, Miss Ethel has Alzheimer's and she has dementia, okay? And, Ronnie went to go check on her, whatever. And she was in there trying to change the channel with the wrong tool. And I think it was a cell phone or something. She was trying to change the channel. She was just like, help, I need to change. Because one thing about it, she might have Alzheimer's and dementia, but baby, she gonna find out about her stories, honey. She wanna know what her stories are. And she remember that now. She remember the stories now. She was trying to change the channel. And Ronnie comes in there and like, nah, Grandma, you got this wrong thing. That's not gonna change the channel. And she was like, wait a minute, hold up. You ain't none of my grandson. You a bomb. Boy, when she said that, she said, you ain't my grandson, you a bum. My grandson a war hero. Woo. That I felt Ronnie. I mean, my heart just broke. I just was like, Lord Jesus. I just felt Ronnie pain, girl. Oh my God, I just felt this pain. I just wanted to cry from Ronnie right there. Ronnie was like, well, I used to be a war hero. I'm gonna be one again. She was like, yeah, you trying to perpetrate like you my grandson. Nah, boo, you ain't my grandson. Ronnie walks out of there, and my heart just hurt for Ronnie. But Ronnie is really gonna try to find Keisha. That's his way of redeeming himself from him killing Coogie. He feels like that's his way, because, he feels like he owed it to Brandon, he owed it to Coogie to be a better person, and find Keisha. Luckily, Keisha's still alive, even though she's in torment with this psychopath that she's with. She's alive, but this dude is sick, okay? Let me tell you something, young girls. If you out there and you meet a guy, he wants you to call him daddy, run, okay? Dudes that demand you to call them daddy, something ain't right. Just remember that now. Just remember that, because I had the same experience when I was younger. Met a guy who told me to call him daddy. And I'm telling you now, and I had the same experience when I was younger. I got kidnapped. Literally. You have to be careful out there. I mean, you, Keisha, going outside. She at nighttime, in the middle of the night, on the bus stop with little bitty clothes on. Cars just driving. All type of people at nighttime like that. They looking to either get into something or they coming from getting into something. You don't want to be. It's not about, I can wear what I want to wear. I should be able to do that. Listen, you got to use wisdom, baby. I'm trying to tell you, you got to use wisdom. Listen, I'm an older woman now. You know, I'm grown. You know, I'm a grown woman, and I'm saying this to my young sisters now. Even if you older, if you need some correcting too, I help you. Please don't go out at nighttime with no clothes on, sitting at no bus stop in the main city. I don't care where you at. Okay, it's dangerous out there. Okay, but anyway, this man done seen her. He seems to be either somebody who, I know he runs, because I believe the man is the man I saw jogging. They showed him twice. See, you gotta watch these, you know, they be trying to throw it out there real subtle. He was jogging and Dre was trying to get him a flyer. He said, nah, I don't want no flyer. You know, like he was in a rush, but he was jogging. That was one key to let me know that some kind of way that's where him and Keisha is connected. Now, when you see the place where they live, you see a bunch of them little track jackets in there. Now, he ain't the dude that she was running with, but he might have been observing Keisha. He might be another coach or somebody who used to previously work there. He has to have been stalking Keisha. And he, you know, and so we see him again when they at the pizza, when Jake and Kevin and Papa at the pizza place, and they work at Perry's Pizza. They up there at the pizza place, and a young dude come there and say, you know, that girl dead, and you know it triggers Kevin, and he punches him in the jaw, and this dude come right behind him and put money in the bucket. This is, you know, the build and the slenderness of this dude. His build, when I saw him hanging over Keisha, bathing her, it looks like that dude. And we see at the end of the show, we see where Keisha actually, it's a blackout, and Keisha actually, you know, comes to herself, and she starts to try to break out of the place. Like she got out, but then they pulled that little, you just see back in the day, you know, you joke about white girls falling all the time. So she fell, you know, and she was hollering, you know, outside, instead of running and keeping going. Listen, keep running, you know, but she didn't run, and the guy came and pulled her back in, but Ronnie heard her screaming. So he knows that she's somewhere in that area. So he's gonna search for her, you know what I'm saying? So like Dre said, he's out of prison, and he ain't got nothing to lose, okay? You know, because him and Drake been looking for Keisha. He racially profiled somebody at the candlelight vigil and followed him and stalked him and broke into his place and found out that he was a pedophile. And then when they broke it down, they found out that he was a murderer. He killed the little girl, but luckily it wasn't Keisha. Okay, so, but it was sad it was another little girl. And then we're gonna jump to Emmett and his relationship with Tiffany. You know, they've been working together. I'm concerned with Tiffany because Tiffany's selling weed, being sexy, selling weed to thugs. I don't think this gonna go well for her with that, but you know, we gotta keep our eye, because I know Tiffany can handle her own, because she got brothers, and we seen how she can work out with a plunger, and when she was beating her boyfriend one season. But you know, still, you don't want to put yourself in dangerous situations with dangerous people. And the dude that she was selling weed with, I think we need to watch him. It's something about him, I don't trust him. But anyway, her and Emmett been working on their relationship. You know, they went to counseling and stuff. He got bad advice from his dad about, because he thought, you know, Tiffany was cheating on him, but she wasn't. You know, and he got bad advice from his dad, Darnell. You know, and then he got good advice from Sonny, and Sonny gave him the right advice to get them. Sonny said, why don't you do stuff that she likes? So they hooked up, and made up and everything. They're living with his mother now because I guess for some reason they didn't have enough money to stay where they were staying. I think Emmett was trying to use his money for the after-hour business that he's running in Sonny's place, which he doesn't realize that Sonny knows his business. It's being used because people talk, first of all. Not only do people talk, but his bills is going up. You know, just because it's been closed at a certain amount of time, it costs money to run those lights. It costs money to run the stove. It costs money to, you know, he probably even notices some of his food is getting missing. You know, which, you know, he's trying to get Emmett, I mean, he's just hinting at Emmett every time to see if Emmett gonna tell him the truth. Emmett keep lying, you know. And he got to the point where Sonny couldn't take it no more at the blackout party. When the blackout happened, you know, he came out with a good idea because he always stick on his feet. He came with a good idea to use the smoker, and they had all those people out there, and they was partying and jamming, and Sonny came out there and seen that, and was like, what's going on? You got my business up here. You running my business. What is going on? Because, you know, Sonny is sensitive about his chicken. You know, you got Lala, which Lala doing her thing. Her and Candy, they both are playing their part good. So I want to give them a hand clap on that, you know. I was a little scared for Lala, but she's doing her thing, you know. So, you know, happy, you know, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for Candy, you know. Oh, but no, I can't let it go. I got to talk about this love scene with Doodah. Doodah and Candy had a love scene, honey. And we seen Doodah eating some cookies and Candy enjoying those cookies being ate. And then Doodah, you know, turn her around, and then Doodah doing something like this. I was like, what is Doodah doing? Is Doodah having a stroke? You know, I think Doodah need to work on his his love making acting skills, because that was hilarious. I had to rewind it and crack up. It was so funny. But anyway, you know, Jake has found a lot about Doodah. You know, he's connecting with him. He's sitting with him. Doodah treating him like a son. They sitting at the table. He playing music to him, trying to educate him on culture, jazz, and all that. You know, and really, Jake just love him. And I feel so bad for Jake, because he doesn't never have a father. He don't know who his mama is. He never had his dad. You know, and he had Reggie raising him the wrong way. You know, Trig been in prison, so he doesn't have like a family unit. You know, like a strong, you know, example of a man, you know. So he's really admiring Doodah. He's following Doodah around like a little baby puppy. Everywhere Doodah go, he want to go. And, you know, Big Mike out there roughing somebody up behind the piece of, you know, behind the building. And because the dude is messing up Doodah posters, because Doodah running for office. And, you know, Doodah come out there and he started talking to the guy. But we learned from Candy asking Doodah earlier about why he was running for office. He said, I'm running because my teacher told me when I was a little boy that I couldn't. So we realized, Doodah don't like nobody telling him he can't do something or he not good enough, okay? And this guy was out there, he must didn't know no better, and he was like, you ain't whoever he thought he was supposed to be telling him. You ain't him, you know. And Doodah just went ham and just beat the mess out of this guy in front of Jake. Jake looked like he peed himself, and he ran as fast as he could to get the Trig, because he was like, I mean, he ran as fast, he was out of breath. Trig like, what's wrong? Trig was holding him. He was crying in Trig's arms. He was just devastated, you know. And I feel bad for Jake, you know, because Lord have mercy, poor little Jake. So, you know, and Trig was there with his, you know, lady friend, you know, and, you know, they was trying to hook up or whatever, but we found more about Imani. Imani, you know, had an incident with his dad where, you know, when he was a little young boy, he was trying to get into drag. You know, his dad found out that he was gay and trying to dress like a woman, and dad came at him, you know, tried to kill him and choked him and stuff, you know. And Imani was like, listen, I knew I had to go and take my daddy out because it either was me or him. So that's why I need to go, because I want you to have the best opportunity you can to get Jake. And I know if I'm here and they pull my background up, you know what I'm saying, you might not get Jake. But, you know, Trig, like, I don't care nothing about your past. I love you. You gonna be my wife, you know, all this stuff. So Trig definitely don't care. He wanted money by his side through the whole thing, whatever. Social worker came there, told him money. She got to get her license. Can't be doing hair without no license, boo. And you need to get this light. You need to get this electricity change up in here, because y'all gonna start a fire. And y'all need to get this stuff done. But Trig was getting mad because he was like, man, I don't need to do all this for my brother. I can have my brother. We blood. She's like, nah, baby. You got to have your stuff together, because just because you blood don't mean nothing. The state ain't gonna fool with you just because y'all blood. You gonna have to get it together, boo. So, because he gonna go and get it together, But, Kev, he got his little boo, coming to the events. Him and Papa and Maisha, they done hooked up. Maisha been feeling Papa ever since she saw him on stage dancing at the play with them little tights on. She been running at Papa ever since, so now Papa finally feeling her, but Maisha been know it was up, like, she been feeling him since then, but, they fighting over each other. Nobody can't say nothing to one of them, because Papa and her done really got close, because now Jake and Kevin, they go to school together, and, they're not there with Papa no more. Papa at the other school by himself. So him and Maisha been close. He been meeting Maisha up every morning, bringing her warm breakfast sandwiches with jelly and, with all the fixings and stuff. So Papa a good little boyfriend, honey. But and Maisha, he asked her in this episode, would you be my lady? I said, wait a minute, Papa. Papa something else. Well, that's my baby right there. But anyway, yeah, Maisha said, yeah. But first, Maisha said, well, wait a minute. What does this include? What you gonna give? That's right, Maisha. That's what I like them two right there. They be on it, honey. What benefit am I gonna get to be your lady, honey? Let me know, So, yeah, I like that. But anyway, Jake wasn't really feeling his friends having girlfriends, and he really wasn't feeling them having girls there. You know what I'm saying? But now they're growing up, so, now Jake got to realize, I think he feel like he losing his brothers. You know what I'm saying? He had a rough day. He lost his brothers that day, and then since he lost his newfound dad, because he was feeling like, I'm losing my boys to these girls, and my dad is just my dad, the guy I'm looking at, my dad, he's dangerous, and, it's a lot to take in, and Kevin, he's trying to impress his little girlfriend. His little girlfriend, she bougie and stuff, and say, well, I can leave out of here. And they like, nah, boo, this a bad side of town. You don't want to be walking around here, baby. But see, she don't know no better. She from the rich, I'm moving on up side of town. So she don't know nothing about all that, And when she come out there and see what it was like, she was scared. Kevin, he know what the neighborhood like, so he said, I got you, I'll protect you. I love Kevin. Kevin's such a little gentleman, and they seen the little girl visual that they found at the beach, that passed away, that was murdered by the pedophile, and she asked him, did he know her? And he said, no, I didn't. They thought it was Keisha, but no, I didn't know her. But at the end of the day, she's still somebody's sister, somebody's child, But we were just glad it wasn't Keisha. Well, another part of the episode that made me sad and cry was for Emmett, because Emmett still wouldn't tell the truth, and Sonny just blasted him. Like, Sonny was like, listen, not only did Sonny fire him, but he just came from his heart and told him, listen, I looked at you like a son. You know what I'm saying? I just thought you would tell me the truth, and you just keep lying. And he said, basically he was just telling him he ain't nothing. You just a dirty person. You're not a good person, because I keep coming to you, testing you to see if you gonna say something to me and respect me, and you just keep lying. And Emmett was wrong for that, and that's why I was just like, Emmett, tell the truth, because Sonny his light bill done went up. You running the business, a kitchen. When your light bill go up. Sonny been running that business for I don't know how long, and he know what his light bill should be. So I mean, then you got people that's talking, and Lala character, she was, kind of tripping a little bit because she was nervous about, a critic eating her food, and she felt like it wasn't good enough. But the critic was nodding her head, so I think she enjoyed it. Plus, with Emmett giving it to her, sliding it to her, with his charming self, I know she enjoyed it more. And, then we saw Jada with her little Latino new dude, and he introducing her to her family. She seemed like she's in love, cause Jada, she been trying to find a man this season real hard, she was trying to get back with Darnell, but she came back to her senses. Tiffany helped her out and gave her a masseuse to help her, kind of help her with her back a little bit, but they end up, get bumping and grinding, and we got to see Jada, Lady Lovely, body bumps, Jada fine, honey. Jada fine, honey. But anyway, that was one of Emmett's friends, and Emmett was like, "Dang, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe that, my mama did that. He coming there spraying for breeze and stuff. But mama gotta live too, baby. Emmett, mama want a man too, baby. So anyway, she went to go meet this man's family, and the family is comparing her to his deceased wife that was a doctor. And Jada feels some kind of way, whatever, because she feel like, why he didn't tell me that he was married, which, I see why he didn't tell you that, because that's kind of off subject to talk about, your deceased spouse. That's kind of rough, but I hope she doesn't judge him and give him a hard time, because I really like to see her happy, and I like to see them together. I like to see, a cute little Latin man romance a chocolate woman. I just love that. But anyway, this was a very packed episode. So I mean, they touched on so many different things. It was just like everybody. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody, but we found out Keisha's alive. We see Papa and Maisha trying to make their relationship work. Kevin and Jill trying to make themselves work. But on this relationship, I want Kevin to keep his eye out, though, because if he don't watch it, Jake and Jill will be together. Because see, Jay, speaking from one good girl to another, they like bad boys, and I wouldn't be surprised if the energy that Jake and her is feeling each other, where they act like they don't like each other, they really like each other. So I hope it don't go bad for Kevin, because Kevin really a good boy. He really not no thug, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's, maybe Jill want a thug, you know what I'm saying? Because by her being, so preppy, so, I mean, I know that Jake is, frustrated with her too, because he didn't have that upbringing of, being rich and, so, it was a lot to take in this episode. I wanted Keisha to get free, but, she's still trapped in the closet. The basement. She's still trapped in the basement with this psychopath who want her to call her daddy all day. And but I'm glad she's alive, but she's gonna have a lot of healing to do. It's gonna be rough for her. She's gonna have a lot of healing to do. But yeah, I think I kinda hit on mostly everything. Maisha and Papa is an item now, they together, Emmett and Ronnie, they gonna have something to prove. They're gonna be trying to, get back in the good graces of Miss Ethel. Yeah, I want to talk about her. Miss Ethel done ran away from the nursing home, honey. Miss Ethel was knocking on her door, and she was like, "I'm trying to get in my place." And Ronnie's friend saw her and was like, "Hey, Miss Ethel, you don't live there no more. You stay at the home. That house ain't yours no more." Miss Ethel like, "Nah, this is my house." And Ronnie just opened the door and let me in. And she had me rolling because she was telling Ronnie, I this man trying to have his way with me. But my heart broke out for Ronnie again, because Miss Ethel, by her having dementia, Alzheimer's, the thing is they remember certain things and it just come out harsh. And Ronnie was saying, letting her know, Grandma, I got baptized. And she was like, "Oh, you got baptized again?" And he was like, "I didn't know I was baptized in the first place." And she was like, "Yeah, you were baptized when you was a baby, because your mama was a hoe and your daddy wasn't this." And I'm talking about Ronnie's face. Lord, I just was like, this man right here can't catch a break. That was harsh to hear. But she said, "But I figured if I gave you up to the Lord, he will always keep you." And you know what, Miss Ethel? You was right about that, because I see that throughout all Ronnie's trials and tribulations, that God has been keeping Ronnie for a time such as this. Okay, Ronnie really have a good heart. He just don't think clear. He, by him being a vet, you know, he just react to everything. You know, he's very reactive. But, you know, I'm glad that they're showing him in a different light. I'm glad that he's trying to get himself together. And I wish that he get himself together and had the life that he deserves. But anyway, it's getting late. You know, like I said, I have to get back to my you know, my job in the morning, so I need to just go on and end this video. But I just want to just thank you guys for supporting me, that's been supporting me. And I'm still trying to find my way on YouTube and my channel and find my place. But, you know, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch my videos. If you like everything you've seen today, and you want more available content from me, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And you guys, you know, just be blessed. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.